Welcome to Muslim Apologetics Australia. So this Islamophobe says, you follow an evil book and your prophet married a kid. And my response to him is, actually in England, marrying children is acceptable. Age of consent is 16. How disgusting. He writes back and says, well, your prophet married a girl of 9. How is that the age of consent? Reading which you can't actually, he says, in England it is 16, but you need to be within 2 to 3 years above that age, or it can be regarded as pedophilia. This is what he says. And I said to him, this is a complete lie. You wrote 16, but you need to be within 2 to 3 years. This is a big lie. You can actually read the link from Sky News. You can actually read this link, and I'll put a hyperlink below this link here. It says, what is the age of consent in UK? The age of consent across the whole of the UK is 16. This is the minimum age when young people of any sex, gender, or sexual orientation can legally take part in sexual activity. They write, listen to this part, look. They write, it doesn't matter if all those involved are the same age or close in age, or if those under the age of 16 have given their consent. In fact, the UK, even Sky News, who is reporting this, is saying, could the UK reform the age of consent? Can they change the age of consent? They write, it has been a hot topic in recent months, particularly since it was revealed BBC presenter Hugh Edwards was accused of paying a teenager for explicit photos. However, there is currently no mainstream campaign looking to raise the age of consent to 18. Now, I don't know, did he read the article? He didn't read the article. He writes back and says, actually, no, they can't, because if they do and the person complains, it'd be considered pedophilia. This is what he writes. But that's not even an argument. I just posted a link from Sky News, idiot. If they don't complain, then it remains legal. So a 16-year-old can have sexual relations with a 30-year-old man and even a 53-year-old man. Is this pedophilia? How disgusting. He then writes back and says, that this isn't the UK, this is Australia. He's talking about Australia. He's saying, this isn't the UK, this is Australia. And my response to him is, listen to how dishonest you are. You brought up the prophet and pedophilia. I showed you the UK laws. You then tried to say this is incorrect because it only 16-year-olds can only engage in sexual relationships with those only 2 or 3 years older than them. I showed you how this is a lie, and a 16-year-old can engage in intimacy with any age they want. When you were confronted by this, you then said, no, if she complains, then this isn't valid. I showed you in response, it's still valid. It legitimizes intimacy between children and adults if she doesn't complain. And when you no longer can defend it, you resort to by saying this isn't the UK and this is Australia. So you went from defending the UK, then threw the UK under the bus. My response to that would be, the UK is still the West. No matter how much you wish to distance from it, they accept child marriages. Therefore, if you wish to call the prophet a pedophile, you must also insist on calling the British pedophiles as well.